Hurricane Harbor. What? What's that word? Jane. Oh, it's ah, ah. Heyo guys, I'm back this week and I'm feeling tomboy girlish, which means I am a girl but I'm feeling really masculine. This week I want to get right to it and just talk about clothing and the idea that some people have that your clothing determines your gender and not your gender determines your clothing. I know I talk in previous videos about wearing specific clothing to express myself, but that's just what makes me more comfortable. That's not to say that this t-shirt can't be a guy or a girl, or basketball shorts can't be an agender kind of clothing. Like, that's just my way of expressing it and being comfortable with myself. It's this weird societal thought process that we all have that if I wear a tight tank top or I wear a dress, that means I'm a girl. And if I wear like basketball shorts or a really loose sweatshirt or something, I'm a guy. That's just wrong. Story for today actually happened 2 days ago, and I went to Six Flags with my friends. I'm out of school and everything, and they had a season pass that could get me in for almost free. And we were planning to go to Six Flags and to the Hurricane Harbor, the water park with it too. So when I was getting ready in the morning, which was actually relatively early for me, I was looking at my bathing suits because I like to wear just a straight up bathing suit and then like a cover top or whatever it is depending on the suit, and then just go so I can like take off the cover and go to the water park. And I was looking through all my bathing suits and I went, crud, I don't have any male bathing suits, and I was feeling particularly bi-gender that day. And I didn't want to look so feminine because I was like, everyone's gonna mistake me for a girl and they're gonna call me sweetie and miss and everything. So I was looking through and I didn't have anything that could make me look more guyish. Like, I wasn't gonna wear my binder for that long of a day, and I didn't have any longer swim trunks or anything like that, so I just wore this tank top-ish, form-fitting bathing suit top that actually went down to my stomach, so it looked like a regular tank top, and then these really short shorts, kind of like board shorts or boy shorts that were swimsuit material. And I put them on and I was like, oh, this feels kind of awkward because I was relatively masculine that day and I didn't want to quite look that female and everything, but I said, I don't have anything to wear, let's go. And just throughout the day, I realized that the swimsuit didn't diminish my gender. I just want to say that it didn't stop me from being who I was, meaning that I went with my friend and I had the best time being the bi-gender person that I was. And no one really called me sweetie or miss or anything, and that was really nice. I was able to go out, and though I was wearing very feminine or female clothes or a swimsuit, I was still able to be bi-gender and be comfortable in that and not have to worry that just because my breasts were showing or because I was wearing really short shorts, I couldn't be who I was that day. The beginning of the day, I thought my bathing suit would stop me from being who I was, and I would have to act differently, and I would have to be in that icky situation again because I had to be female. And as I hung out with my friend, I realized, no, just because I was wearing this feminine thing did not mean that I had to be feminine. And it really surprised me because for me, clothing is a really big part of who I am. And so when I am a guy, I like to wear guy clothes. And when I am a girl, I like to wear girl clothes. And you've probably watched a lot of my videos and seen me wearing complete bleh. And that's when I'm usually agender or bi-gender because that's how I interpret that gender into clothing. And I'm slowly starting to learn that my clothing doesn't need to determine my gender. My gender determines my clothing. Meaning that if I want to wear a really pretty skirt one day but still be a guy, I can do that. All my life I used masculine and male clothes to express my want to be a different gender or to be tomboyish or whatever I was at that time because I didn't understand gender fluidity. And now that I understand it and I can go out and be who I am, I feel that clothing for me is a really big part of letting other people know what gender I am. So there's not that weird confusion. So that's why I love to wear my binder because that makes me feel really confident. What I'm learning is that people mistake clothing for gender, meaning that if someone walks out in a skirt or a dress, they have to be a girl. Clothing doesn't have a gender. Things aren't gendered. We put gender on them to make it easier for ourselves to distinguish people. You should never assume a person's gender, regardless of what they're wearing or what they tend to look like, even with their haircut or whatever it is. You shouldn't assume someone's gender just because they look a certain way. And that's the problem with gendered clothing. That's literally it, because if someone walks out wearing a skirt but they look very masculine, people go, oh crud, what is that person? Oh no, they're not natural. Oh no, they can't dress like that. Oh no, something's wrong. No, nothing's wrong. Maybe that person wants to feel female that day. Maybe that person is a female, but they haven't gone through the biological change. Maybe that person just likes dresses. Like, gosh, why can't a guy wear a dress? Just because he's a guy. Like, that's the problem. We're so ingrained as a society to label things in one area or another, and we can't seem to change our minds and the ways we think and to just wipe out that whole idea that you have to fit in a certain category, because you don't. And clothing doesn't. Just because someone wears really, really short shorts doesn't mean they're a girl. Doesn't mean that they have to be a gay man because they're wearing something that's really, really feminine. Maybe they just like the way their legs look. Maybe they have really amazing thighs and they want to show them off. Like, that doesn't mean that they're a girl, or that doesn't mean that they're gay. I especially feel that that whole thing about being a tomboyish girl or being a feminine guy automatically makes you a homosexual. Like, where did that come from? Why can't me, as a girl, go out with short hair and be a heterosexual, or be bisexual, or be pansexual? Why do I have to be lesbian? Why is there this conceived notion in our society that if a guy has a higher voice, or a guy likes fashion, or a guy has a lot of girlfriends, that he's gay? Like, where did that come from? Why is that a thing? That's not a thing. The way you express yourself has nothing to do with your gender or your sexuality. I can be whatever gender I want to be, interdependent of whatever clothing I'm wearing. And I think that's the general idea and topic I'm trying to talk about today, and I've gone off on so many tangents and so many random thought rockets that I'm just trying to get back in one simple place and say clothing doesn't determine gender. Just because a guy goes out and wears a dress doesn't automatically make him a transgender or a girl or gender fluid. Maybe he's just a guy that likes dresses. So I say go out and wear whatever you want. Be comfortable in who you are and what you're wearing. Don't wear something because you're a certain gender. Don't wear something because society says that that gender has to wear that thing or cannot wear that other thing. Wear whatever you want. Wear what makes you feel comfortable. And if you're a certain gender that day, don't be afraid to use those societal things to help you express that. That was good. That was heated, but I think that was really important just to understand that clothing is not gendered. Clothing doesn't have a gender. It's a piece of fabric to cover your naughty bits, okay? That's really what it is. Got it, world? Good. I will see you next week. Bye, chicas.